Ever since I was around like 13, I started different YouTube channels, but I would always make sure to hide them from all the people I knew, my family, my friends, and so on. It was only recently that I started something, this thing actually, the thing you saw on the thumbnail, my Instagram profile, and this YouTube channel, where I didn't actually try and hide it, and I was very surprised by what happened, and that led me to realize that people should just build in public. Like if you don't want to, well, if you don't want to watch the full video, that would be a shame, but the whole thing, the whole lesson of this video is just build in public. Don't be scared to share what you want in front of other people. But if you want to understand why, that's what I'm going to share now. And the thing is, right, even with this content, because I told you I had a lot of YouTube channels since I was 13 that I always hid from people. Even this one, I hid from people for quite a while. My Instagram profile, the one you can see right now, I've had that for a few years, but that was my personal one. I didn't post any sort of content on there. I just posted like personal life stuff. You can see it goes back a few years. But it was only like a few weeks ago that I started posting my reels and like my content for this enlightenment journey on my main personal Instagram profile where not to brag or anything, but like I have a few hundred followers. I had a few hundred followers who were people I knew personally, people I met, people who I more or less cared about in terms of what they thought of me because they were friends or friends of friends or just people in my school and stuff like that. And I was always scared to because, well, you know, the reasons. It's like you don't want people, you're scared of people's judgment, you're scared of what they would think of you. And the thing is, if you'd asked me, I would have said like, no, I don't care about what people think and like they can go fuck themselves. If people don't like what I do, that's just a reflection of them. And that's true. But I still wasn't posting on it. And if you asked me why, I would have said, oh, well, because it's better for the brand or something. No, it's not. I already have a few hundred followers, which would give me social proof. And I already have my Instagram posts, which would give me more like social proof. But I just wouldn't post on, I'm talking about Instagram specifically, because I feel like that's where a lot of people want to post. But that's why the whole reason I'm making this video is I've seen these videos like on Instagram Reels where people say like, oh, I blocked all my friends and I'm starting this new account. And every time I see that, I'm just like, no, what do you mean? Why are you doing that? And the reason, like the thing I realized is number one, all attention is good attention. Like when people are going to see my content, they might hate it. They're still going to send it around, which is going to boost it in the algorithm, right? So that's fine. The second thing, which surprised me, and I only learned this after actually doing it, was that people were actually surprisingly friendly. Now, I won't tell you that if you do this, everybody will be friendly and be really supportive as they were in my case, because maybe nobody fucking likes you. And I'm not saying everybody likes me, but I am saying there's quite a few people, at least in my school. I don't know what the other people who follow me think of me, especially those I don't necessarily talk to very often. But in terms of the people in the school, in my school, like my high school, which is not a very big school, so we basically all know each other, and I have a lot of people who I follow or who follow me who are from this school. A lot of them were supportive, and that's in part because a lot of them already like me. And this is something I wrote because I have my little notes up there. What I want to talk to you about is that if you're already known and liked, if people already like you, not everybody, but if you have a good amount of people who know and like you, if you do something, they will just be supportive because they know and like you. They think you're a cool guy. Oh, he's trying a cool thing. That's pretty cool. Oh, good job. Keep going, right? The people who don't like you, and I know there's people who don't like me in the school who hate my guts for whatever reason, they're going to see it. They're going to laugh. They're going to send it around. It doesn't change anything for me because they hated me anyway. Like very rarely, what you have to understand is the people who already know and like you will not suddenly start hating you because you started posting content. Especially if it doesn't do well at the start, because then they'll think, oh, poor guy, he's trying this thing and it's not working. Now, when you blow up, and if you blow up, if you start doing well, then maybe you might convert some people who like you into people who don't like you, and people who don't like you into people who like you. You probably understand why. But you don't need to worry about that for now. And even then, like the people who like you and suddenly stop liking you when you become, let's say, successful, those people weren't probably weren't the right people to have around you anyway, so it's good to like filter them out one way or another. And so I was very pleasantly surprised by the support I got from people who knew me. Like they would send me messages. They're like, oh wow, I really love this enlightenment thing you're doing. I think it's really cool. I love the series, all of this stuff. And even other people from the school just started randomly following me. I know it's not random. It's and that was the thing that really made me, like, really surprised me, was people who I don't particularly know that well. And I usually get, let's say, like, back then I would get one follower per month, like a mutual connection or something. When I started posting, I would get like 5 or 10 new followers from my school who I didn't know, who just followed me randomly. It's not randomly, it's because they talked about the content and now, oh, this guy's actually cool, let me follow him. So the thing is, like, not only do most people won't think you're weird or anything, and if they do, they'll just think you're weird anyway, so it doesn't change anything. But some of the people who are neutral might actually think you're even cooler for doing something. You might make new friends in the school who you didn't even know, especially if your school is quite big. Well, I don't know how it works in big schools, but I would guess it could work like that. So yeah, if you're cool and popular, it's like a gamble that you're basically destined to win. You could see this as a gamble, and it depends on the cards you have. If you have good cards already, like if people already know and like you, then you're going to win the hand. This is like a poker analogy. But if you have bad cards, then making the bet is going to make people like you less, but they didn't like you anyway, so it doesn't change anything. Like, if people think you're weird anyway, making content doesn't change anything. They still think you're weird. So you might as well just post the content that you think is weird. That being said, I will say that I realized I was only comfortable posting the content I post now because I don't actually think it's that bad. And not that it's bad. Like, if somebody, I have like been told that some people think it's cringe and they're like, oh, what is Miro doing? Does he think he's like some big influencer or something? I don't care, because those people don't like me anyway. They don't like me now, that's fine. But it's more that, like, it's something that I could defend, if that makes sense. Yes, I know it might not be the best content in the world, but it's something that I'm willing to defend. It's like these videos, right? I made some videos about like porn and not watching it and how it's bad for you and my story. Someone came up to me and they were like, oh, don't do that. What are you doing? Like, that's weird. And I just said, no, I think the videos are good. I think what I say in them is good. So no, I'm not going to take them down. I don't think it's embarrassing. I believe in what I said. And so as long as you don't basically clown max, like if you start shoving sticks in your butt for content, then yeah, you probably won't want to post that on your main account because it's embarrassing and it's not actually contributing anything to anybody. But if you make nice movies, even if somebody comes up to me from the school and they're like, oh, I fucking hate your videos, I think they're stupid and weird, I would just think, you're stupid and weird. Like, I think my videos are good. I think they're helpful. I think they're interesting. Well, some more than others for the right people. If you don't like them, that's fine, but I'm not going to take them down. I think they're good. You see how when you're able to defend your own content, which comes from not clown maxing, well, I think that's the word. It's like doing stuff just for views. Then it's a lot easier to post on your main account. And the good thing is, like, when you post on your main account, you already have followers. Like, and not just like the number, but you literally will have people who will like your content because they know and like you and they want to support you and help you and see you succeed. The right people, obviously. If you want to make content, or if you are already making content, now obviously if you have a second page and that one blew up, that's fine. But I'm guessing if you're watching this, that's not the case. Just post it on your main thing, especially if you're shoving sticks in your butt. Don't worry. I mean, you can, but you'll probably ruin everything for yourself. But if you're making videos that you truly believe in, whether that's like artistic videos, whether that's like information videos or like storytelling videos, or and I get it, like, it's vulnerable, but so what? If that's what you want to do, so what? Nobody ever got anywhere good by avoiding being vulnerable. So no matter what it is you want to share, as long as you think you'd be willing to defend it in front of somebody, like if you think it's good, post it on your personal account and post more and keep posting. And then what if it's cringe? What if people think you're weird? If it's only cringe if you also think the content you make is bad. Like, you won't be able to see this because it was trial reels, but I posted these like edits because they're popular. Like, you have a caption and then you have images and like some music. If I wouldn't want to post those publicly because I wouldn't be able to defend them. I was just doing that to try and get views, and it didn't work anyway. Well, it did, but I wasn't proud of it. So no, I'm not going to publish those publicly, and I've stopped making them because I don't believe in them. And I don't like making those kind of videos. They're soulless, they're useless. So if you're willing and able to defend your ideas, your videos in front of somebody else, then A, that means the content is good. So you could almost use this as like a test. But B, it's training. And C, just post it on your personal account. And the thing is, right, the reason I think this is important is, number one, this is like posting content. If that's what you want to do, is the only way. If you want to be a content creator, for example, or you want to grow your business or your brand, maybe that's like a gym, maybe that's a clothing brand, I don't know. A lot of things that you might want to achieve come from posting content. So by posting on your personal account, those things will grow more. You will see more success. But number two, people will like you more. The right people will like you more. The wrong people will just get pushed further away from you. But that's fine. That's polarization. That's exactly what we want. And thirdly, you'll develop the skill inside of you of not listening to what everybody tells you all the time, not doing as everybody else says, doing what you want to do, and then sticking to it, even if it's unpopular. And that's, you could probably see how that's useful not only in this thing, but also in a lot of other areas in your life. Anyways, if you don't know me, I'm trying to reach enlightenment, and I basically document the journey and share the things I learn along the way. You can follow along, and I will see you tomorrow.